Thursday. Good morning. Cloudy, wintry days. Yay. Let's see if we can get this shared out. Maybe. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I can see myself, but I can't share myself. That's weird. So when you get in here, if you want to help me with that, I see one. Come on in. Come on in. Come in. Join me. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week again. These weeks, to me, it's just getting crazy trying to figure out what day of the week it is. It goes by so fast. Who's that with me today? Come on in and talk to me. Let me see your face. Hi, Angel. I see you. Come on in. Oh, I've got myself going in every which direction. Okay, come on. Come on, little iPad. I'm really trying to get this to work so that I can do my own sharing. And it comes up on my iPad, but then it comes in a space where I can't share. Good morning, Bernadette. How are you this morning? I'm kind of at a loss sometimes for how to do anything when it comes to electronics, so I give up. Hi, John. Good morning. I don't want to be focused on that. Hello, John. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, Angel. How are you guys? I'm in hibernation mode, to be honest. I had spring fever 2 days ago, and my spring fever has taken the nosedive as I look out and see those cold temperatures and those gray skies. Winter has returned. So, me and the bears, we're going to go hang out in a cave someplace today. Get our blanket out and our pillow. Just be restful. Good morning, dear hearts. Very nice. I have a horrible tickle. Excuse me. Water. Okay, so what's going on today? It's funny, when I sit down, I always I come in here and I've got nothing. Good morning, Isabel. It's like the message refuses to come through until the people come in. So I always have to wait. I'm like, okay, who's going to be here? Let's sit here for a minute. My higher self knows it's just patience time. Be still. Be still. Because when we're still, that's when the messages come through. That's when the higher self can come through and say, okay, here I am. Here I am. So I'm being quiet and still right now. And I'm waiting to see who wants to show up. Because the messages always have something to do with someone that comes into the space. So who's here? Hi, Tammy. Good morning. So happy to see you guys. I'm so grateful that every day I come in here, my little small self says, well, maybe not today. maybe I'd rather go hibernate today. Maybe I'd rather be quiet. My little self is in a very quiet space right now. I don't know if you've noticed that. And I'm working my way into the higher self. The higher self knows. The higher self knows what to do. I don't need to figure it out. For you, kiddo, I saw the yellow pollen here last week. Oh, wow. Last night, there was such a massive storm. I hope it beat the pollen down. That's yesterday. I meant to take a picture. I can probably still do it today because the snow, as much as they told us we're going to have 6 inches, it's only just a little sprinkling on a few surfaces. Yesterday, when I was walking the dog out to the woods, I smiled. There's this yard, the cutest another little storybook cottage over where I walk, and it's the cutest little cottage. If you saw it, you'd be like, oh, it's adorable. And all of their little bushes out front, they have shaped into the shape of like chickens. And so you walk down there and you're like, they have chickens in their front yard. Chicken bushes. Looks like a little flock of chickens right in a row. And they have, in the springtime, they have the most beautiful flowers pop up in their yard. And yesterday when I was walking by, I was like, oh, these little purple, I don't even know what they are. And they're very, very delicate. And they're just kind of peeking up through all the leaves, all the dead stuff that's floating around from the fall still. These little purple, pretty, they're white and purple. I don't even know what they are. They're so cute. Their little yard around the chicken bushes will be tulips and daffodils all standing in a row here very soon. And I looked at those little flowers and they made me smile. I was like, oh, I was talking to them. Oh, hello, you little cuties. Look at you coming out to see us, coming out to greet us. Spring is arriving. I can feel it coming. Even though it's turned back to winter, I know that we're just around the corner. I can see the little daffodils, the green sprouts coming up through the earth. And so I know. And those daffodils, they're tough. These flowers, I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh, you poor little things, you're going to get snowed on tomorrow. But it's okay because they're so hardy. You know, they go into hiding. They just kind of go back down in a little bit and they hide when the snow falls. And then all of a sudden the snow melts away and they go ping, 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 ping. They just pop up everywhere again. So it'll be here. It's kind of like me. It's kind of like the mood that I'm in today. Sometimes I'm all bright and shiny. Sometimes I pop out of the earth and I'm ready to go. I'm like, oh, here I am, bright and shiny and ready to go into action. And other days, I'm more quiet. Other days, I'm kind of hiding a little bit in my shell or in my earth covering until I'm ready to spring back forth again. But we always do, just like the flowers, don't we? All of a sudden, the sun shines down on us and we go, oh, it's time to come back out into the sunshine again. So it's always okay. Wherever we are, it's okay. If we have these days where we're a little more quiet, that's really my nature. It's funny, I come on here every day and yet I'm very quiet. I'm a very quiet person. I always have been, except when I was fighting with my siblings. Mostly I tend to have a very quiet soul. So I tend to be an observer. I like to watch people. I like to listen to people. I like to hear what they have to say. So it's kind of, when I first started getting the message of you're going to go live every day, I'm like, no, I'm not. It's never going to happen. I literally said, no, not for me. Find somebody else. And that nag just kept coming through. You're going to get on there. You're going to shine. It took me till COVID to really do this daily. I did it every so often. COVID really pushed me into the daily thing. So, good morning, Carol. Good morning, Stefan. It's nice to see my friends this morning. You guys always make me feel good. Even on the days when I'm like a little bit sullen, is that a good word? Or in a mood to hide in my cave. I see my friends. I'm like, oh, there you are. Let's go to the playground. Were you like that as a child? Like you woke up kind of lazy and kind of like, I don't really want to do much today. And then your friends came and knocked on the door and you're like, okay, let's go. That's kind of how I am. It's like, oh, I would rather go. Nope, my friends are here. Let's go play. So we're going to play today. Let's have some fun. Let's get everybody in a space of just remembering that you are a little child still. Even though your body has changed, you know that somewhere inside of you is that very joyful, very happy, longing for love, that part of you that wants to go play and have adventures. It's still very much alive in all of us. So sometimes we just need that reminder. So I'm reminding you today. Excuse me. It's a little stuffy today. Let's see. Odysseus, is that who that is? Said no at first too. Lots of people, I'm sure. Lots of our heroes or whatever, they would say no. You're right. So many times it's like, nope, I don't think so. And then we just keep getting pushed, because the truth is that we all have a plan. We all know that we've come to the earth to do something, right? And so when we're denying that purpose, we're not happy. We no matter how hard we try, we're like, I just can't get happy. I can't get comfortable wherever I am. I can't find the right connections. I can't find my home. We can sit there and say stuff like that. I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And instead of being like that, if we just, let go. For me, it was letting go. It was just letting go of who I thought that I was completely. Literally, I threw it all on the ground. I'm like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. So let me just let it all go. Let me just let it fall where it's going to fall. And it fell. And this is where it fell. And it continues to fall, because I've decided that there's no use trying to pick up all those pieces anymore. I try sometimes to pick up a few and I just keep dropping them. We can only pick up so much. We can only carry so much. Isn't it easier to just lay it all down? Isn't it easier to just let go and let it flow? You lay down. I see myself laying down in the river and just saying, you know what? I can't control all of these things anymore. I can't hold on to all of that stuff. I can't manage that person's life and that person's life. And there's no use even trying to control your children. The more you try to control them, the more they go the other direction. The more they do exactly what you're asking them not to do. So the truth is it's much easier. I feel like this is what source energy does for us too. God, whatever you want to call the creative energy. It's like, oh man, there's so many of them down there. And I could really fix them up good. I could help them to really get to where they need to go. But they asked to have free will and free choice. And I honor them. I allow them to learn from their experiences. And so I stand back and I watch. And sometimes I cry. And sometimes I hurt for them. And sometimes I wish I could change things. Sometimes I wish I could go down there and fix it all for them. But I can't, because I honor them and I respect them enough to allow them to go wherever they're going to go and have whatever experiences they choose to have, even if I don't want to watch it. I do that when I watch movies. If it starts getting hurtful or scary or anyway, I'm like, well, yeah, you go there, but I'm not going to watch. Or usually these days I just turn it off. That must be how God is too. I find it hard to find anything on TV that's worth watching anymore. I start to watch something and I'm like, nope, because people are hurting people again and I don't want to watch that. It's getting difficult. I don't know about you guys, it's getting difficult. So, where are you today? Hi, Ruben. Good morning. How has your hibernation hug bug? How? Here? Oh, thank you. If I'd put on my glasses, I'd see. Here is your hibernation hug from your South African teddy bear. Thank you, Ruben. You got the best hugs. I need to laugh with you, Ruben. I love when you send me those messages and you get me giggling. You and I have the best laughs. So thank you for your friendship. Julie, good morning. That's more Moses. Moses. Yes, Moses did say. Thank you for saying that. I don't know what name I tried to give to that. Moses did say no. You're right. Moses said, nope, not for me. Not going to lead these people across those Red Seas. And then somehow the Red Seas parted, didn't they? You're right. So thank you for the hug, Ruben. I needed that today. So, turning myself over for a second. Let me listen. I want to make sure that I'm doing this through the higher self. I want you guys to get the fullness of that. Take a second and do that with me. Can you? Let's be in stillness for a second. That's what it feels like they're calling us to do. It's just be in stillness together. We're friends. We are here for each other. We're here to pull each other through this, no matter what. Thick and thin. We're here for each other. Remembering that. Calling in your higher self. There she is. There she is. That's where the stillness and the peace comes in. Because she reminds me that I'm so much more. If you just saw what distracted me, there was about 5 red cardinals in the tree right there, and they suddenly took off flying all at the same time and came right over. They did that for me yesterday. I was out walking the dog, and this red cardinal came flying right at me, and just about 10 feet away, he scooted off the other direction. I was like, that was cool. I'd like to see that again. And all of a sudden, another one did the exact same thing, came flying right at me about 10 feet away from me, right up there. I was like, well, thank you for that rerun. It was very cool that I got to see that twice. Be careful what you ask for, or ask for exactly what you want. Sometimes, often, every time you ask, you receive. I asked to see those red birds, and they came right at my face. Very, very cool yesterday. Be aware of the small miracles in your life. Don't miss it. You're asking. You're always asking for this or for that. We're always reaching for something, and then we miss it when we receive it. It happens, and we're just walking along looking at our phones or looking at the ground or thinking about our problems, and those red birds fly right at our face, and we miss them. And then they fly right at our face again, and we miss them again. Pay attention. Pay attention. The earth keeps whispering that. Pay attention. I leave love notes everywhere for you. Everywhere. You'll see it. Green moss in the shape of a heart. The red birds and the blue jays. I love the blue jays too. And we have these cute little birds in the winter. I've got this really gnarly looking bush right in front. And apparently they're only here in the cold weather. They were here last year and I loved them. They were so cute, and I put seed out for them, and they sing the coolest little songs right outside my window. I love them so much. And then when the warm weather hit, they left. They must have gone further north. And I thought, must be I did something wrong. Wrong seed or something, or a cat scared them away. And I realized now they're back. They're just winter birds. They come here. This is far enough south for them, apparently. And they hide in my bush. And they're out there singing outside my window again. It always comes back around again, doesn't it? So just pay attention. Pay attention. So right about TV, you're right, Isabel. There's nothing really. Every now and then I'll come across one that's worth watching. And I search. I'm like, is there one? Is there one? Sometimes those fictional shows, they have messages for me and I feel drawn to them. But there's so much out there now that I'm just not interested. I don't have an interest in drama. I don't want to see people going through these, they get so wrapped up in themselves that supposedly they're in love with this person, and they're so wrapped up in themselves that they just keep hurting them. It's like, would you stop with the drama already? My gosh, get over yourself. like, like this is only life. Would you start enjoying it? Would you stop trying to beat up everybody in your life? My gosh, so much drama. I just get so tired of it. Let's just love. Just love. Stop being so, like, if this person doesn't say exactly what I think they should say, it's my anniversary and they didn't go out and buy me just exactly what I thought they should, or they forgot my anniversary, and I'm gonna treat them horrible for a week. I'm just gonna look at them until they figure out what it is that I wanted, and if they don't figure it out, if they can't guess it, then I'm just gonna go ahead and be hateful, and maybe we'll just end up getting a divorce because they let me down. And God, what is wrong with you? That's not love. Love bears all. Love understands when something is forgotten, when a person, you really love somebody and they forget something, and maybe they had other really important things on their mind. Maybe they were worried about being able to pay the electric bill, or maybe they were concerned with their mother who was sick, or maybe something else was going on. Maybe work has been really tough, and maybe they just simply let the ball drop. We're all human. You love them anyway. So I get tired of watching people. Man, have you ever watched the series This Is Us? When I first started watching, I was like, I really like this show. It's really good. It shows I like to study people. I really enjoyed it. And after a while, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that's exactly, I roll my eyes. I'm like, please, not again. Stop with the drama. Stop it. Just please stop fighting amongst yourselves. I get so tired of it. I'm sorry. John, your battery ran out. I'm sorry. That's where I am. I think that we get to a place, because we're higher souls, we come to a place where we get so tired of all the lower vibrational games that people play with each other. That's what I'm coming to. I'm really in that place of I don't want to play drama today. I don't want to be in that play. I just want us to please play nice. So if you really love something, energy just lifted. So that's somebody's getting what they need today. I always know it's like something lifts off my heart. Please know that we have this place in our hearts that opens up. We fall in love with someone, and our hearts open right up wide. And pretty soon, I remember that time with Steve. My heart was so wide open. And then, man, I had 6 kids. He had 3 kids, and the chaos reigned. It was crazy, our life together. And after a while, my heart started closing. I don't know that I fully opened up to him, and then I was like, oh man, he's chewing his food really loud today, or man, his snoring is keeping me awake. Little silly things like that. You can find reasons to shut your heart down. It's so easy for us to do that, and I don't know why. And then when he got sick, it was like my heart, for the first time ever, went boom. Like it blasted me wide open. That the second they gave us that diagnosis, that was it. Almost knocked me on the floor. My heart opened up so big. Please don't wait. Don't wait until suddenly you're losing somebody to realize how much you love them. Because it's going to happen. This life is only temporary. We are going to suffer loss again. So please don't wait until you find out that you're going to lose somebody and then suddenly go, oh, I don't want to lose them, and get desperate. Enjoy them now. I give this message every so often, probably every 3 months. I give this message, Julie Kiss, I remember you reacting to that a while back. It is important for me to keep on relaying that message, that we don't have to get ourselves to the place of severe loss. We're going through things. Our souls are at a higher place. They're trying to wake up to stuff. They're trying to open up. I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't gone through that loss. That's the truth. My heart had to blast way open in order for me to be who I am. In order for me to experience him after he left physical, my heart had to be wide open to him. So through the process of him being very sick, I opened up to him in a way that I've never opened up before. Not in this lifetime. I don't know if I ever have. Ever. In all of my existences. This was massive. Massive cracking open. And so after he passed, I was still so in tune to him that I still experienced his energy. I experienced it in this massive, it's hard. There's no way that I can explain it. It takes my breath away still. When I say Steve, he's like, oh, there he is. I can't breathe. He's this amazing, incredible, no words can describe soul. that comes into the room immediately the second you say his name. And if I hadn't been wide open to him, I wouldn't have had that experience. And I wouldn't be where I am today. So we have these experiences that come along that really, really open us up. And I think a lot of us are having those experiences now that are they're just opening us up in a way that we've never opened before. Humanity is going through a huge awakening. And we look around at the lower vibrational beings and we can say, well, man, you see that? That's like, man, we're a long ways. And then I go, no, because I'm looking at you people. And I'm looking at the other people that gather with me. And when we have these classes and I'm like, oh, experiencing these souls. And I'm like, no, we're okay. I know we're okay. I know humanity is okay because I see how much we're waking up. And I know that hearts are just cracking wide open right now. We don't always have to go through losing loved ones to work that heart, to open our hearts. We might be in a relationship now where someone is still very much present with us physically, and our hearts have shut down, and we're just like going through life. Even with our children, with all of our relationships, we're just going through life. We're working all the time. We're worried about paying our bills. We're driving around and taking people to lessons and doing whatever we're doing. And we're just being like little robots walking around the planet doing our thing. Our hearts aren't in it. They're really not. Many people, their hearts just aren't open. But this is a reminder to slow down, to be in stillness, and to remember to open your heart up. Relationships cannot last when we shut our hearts down. And that is with our children. And that is if we feel like they're really, really in a bad place and we're getting hurt by them and we shut them off. It doesn't help to shut them off. We do have to protect ourselves to a certain degree because we're such tender hearts, but we can't close these big old hearts down anymore. We have to keep open within that bubble of protection. We have to be open to really, really loving each other with unconditional love. Does that make sense? My connection is, oh my word. My connection is, oh my word. Period. Oh my word. Yeah. Sorry, I have a cat ear or something. So, always need this reminder. Yeah, so look around you. Look around you. Who do you have in your world? They're still here in physical, and there's a growing number. In a lot of ways, we're changing. We're finding that our birth families are not necessarily really there and connected to us. We can't even get them to open up to that connection. And yet our soul family, those people that we have gone through many lifetimes with, that we've been circling around each other for such a long time, they're popping up all over the place. And there is deeper love there than we've ever known before. I feel more supported this past year, more supported than I've ever felt before, because all of the things that have gone on this past year, 2020, they've opened us up. That's been our wake-up call. That's been the traumatic event to wake us up to say, oh, we got to be here for each other. Guess what? Or there is other life out there, because so often we think I used to say it's a beam me up, Scotty kind of day. I always felt like I was alone on the planet, and I just was like, okay, Scotty, I'm done here. Beam me up now. Do you ever feel like that? It's like this world, people can be so harsh and difficult, and you feel like such an outsider here, and you're like, okay, surely I'm an alien. Surely I just don't really belong here. Scotty, you can beam me up anytime. I can't find any intelligent life here, that kind of thing. That's what it would feel like. I don't feel like that anymore. I have I don't think I've had a beam me up Scotty day in a long time. Because even though there's a lot of stuff and unrest going on around us and a lot of people that are still very much asleep, the growing number of people that are awake keeps me planted here. Makes me feel more grounded. Makes me feel like we're really making some progress. So that's how I feel today. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate you. Still energetically with you and remain unrequited. So frustrating. Yeah. We're still energetically with you and remain unrequited. So see what my eyeballs can do without my glasses. Let's try it out. I insist, Archangel Raphael, I insist on healing of my eyes. I'm done searching for my glasses. I insist. It's time. So let's have some time together. Let's feel that stronger connection with each other for a while. That's what we come here every day. This playground time is all about renewing our connectivity. Saying, oh yeah, I know you. I've always known you. Show up out of the blue. Friends show up out of the blue with a big bear hug. Little laughter. Little reaching out saying, hey, I know what you're going through. I'm here. I'm sending you energy. I'm sending you positive energy. I'm sending you healing. We're so connected. We're in the most beautiful time ever to be alive, to be able to connect the way that we do with each other, to realize this beautiful golden cord that exists between us. Is that the right word? Or we can just kind of reach out. I've written before. I put some of it up again. These tendrils. That's how I see them, as these tendrils of energy, kind of like a spider web. It's golden, and they're always reaching out. My little tendrils are always reaching out, and when they sense the energy of a like soul, of someone who's also awake, of someone who's in that same tribe, those tendrils just go right to them, and there's a new connection formed. And through that connection, we can send energy, and we can send a hug, and we can sense when one of us is down, when one of us needs help, one of us needs some support. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm bathing in that today. Let's bathe in that today. We all have these beautiful cords, all of us that gather here together now or in the future. Those little tendrils are reaching out, latching on, reminding us all that we're all so connected, that we came here for this, that we came here to support each other, to remind each other of how important we are on the planet. You and all that beautiful energy that you bring here, the way that you share your energy, the way that you love others with unconditional love. Every time you show love, that unconditional love to someone else, you create a ripple of energy. And all of those ripples of energy that all of us are creating, they become like a tsunami of energy that flushes all the way around the earth. Can you imagine that? I used to say that some of my earlier messages that I put out, I was sitting by the lake there in Santa Claus, little Christmas lake, and a breeze would come over the water, and there'd be all these beautiful little diamonds. You ever see diamonds on the water? That's how I see them. They're just flickering, and these little ripples going over the water. And I would say each one of us is like that. We are creating ripples with the kindness, with the unconditional love that we show. We're creating ripples on the water. And then you watch as those ripples, they reach out and they touch each other. And they kind of push each other along, and they give each other support, and they're moving all the way across the water. And they're reaching other ripples, and it just keeps connecting and connecting and connecting. And all the ripples, pretty soon, they become bigger waves. All these beautiful diamonds. That's you. So I'm watching. I'm a little distracted because the wet stuff that's falling is snow, and it's starting to pick up. I should be ignoring it. I should close the curtain. It's okay. It's okay. See, I'm going to talk to my small self for a few times. It's okay. It's okay that there's some snow falling, because those little flowers, they're going to be fine. They're going to go back down to the earth for a little while. And then in a few days, when spring breaks back out again, because it's going to be mid-50s in just a couple days, those little flowers will have another chance to sprout back up again and reach for the sun. It's all okay. Everything's okay. It's all just part of the way it's supposed to work out. And in my life, there are those little sprouts, those little energy, those little things that seem like they're not quite falling into place. And those are the same as those flowers. They're going to peek out sometimes, they're going to pull back in, and they'll peek back out. And eventually, the sun's going to shine on them so brightly that they're just going to go boom, boom in all of their glory. That's how we are. So it's all okay. It's all okay. Where do we want to go today in meditation? Let's see. Let me feel your guys' energy for a second. I see red. I see, oh, it's like a ball pit. All these little balls. You ever, when you were little, like to play in the ball pit? Oh, they were fun. There's a ball pit here, now that I think about it. It's all white. It's supposed to look like bubbles. I was in it last year. I posted pictures. Just about exactly a year ago. Because I'm a child. I never really grow up. Who wants to go to the ball pit? Who wants to play? Bouncing. These balls, the little, they're all bright and colorful. And they'll bounce. And when you go in there, you just bounce all over them too. Maybe we'll all just be, instead of being the people bouncing in those balls, we'll be the balls themselves. Each of us pick a color. We'll just bounce around. Let's see where it wants to go. Get your feet planted. Put them on the ground and let those beautiful roots of yours go deeply into the earth. So important to ground your energy every day, as often as you possibly can. When you were little, you knew how to ground. You'd go to dirt. Kids are so drawn to dirt. They're always filthy. Go to dirt. Sit in the dirt. Get your cars out. See yourself today. That's how we're going to ground. I want you to see us all at the sandbox for a few minutes. There's a big dirt pile. Let's not even mess with the sandbox. That's too small. My kids always loved the biggest dirt pile they could find, and I know I did too. So I see a big dirt pile. They're getting ready to spread that dirt around and do some work in the park. We're going to play in the dirt pile itself. Get your cars and your shovels and your buckets. See yourself as toys. Whitewater rafting. We'll work our way to that, angel. So we're calling in Archangel Michael for protection as we go off to play together. We're asking Archangel Michael to bring each one of us into our individual bubbles. Wrap a beautiful bubble around each one of us. Keep us perfectly safe as we go into meditation together. Within your bubble, you are completely safe, and nothing negative can exist there. So we're asking the angels to come in and help you to lift off any negative energy that is with you in that bubble right now. Anything that you want to let go of, any lower vibrational energies, any soul contracts, any hooks, any attachments, any old karma, any old ancestral energy that can be released at this time. Asking for a clearing of each person here, of the bubble around them, clearing away the energy, any negative lower vibrational energy is being removed. So you can be in that beautiful bubble, and as it's removed, that bubble starts to fly into the sky. And it is whatever color you want it to be. You can make that bubble solid red, blue, green, whatever you like, or you can make it clear so you can see everything around you as you float up higher and higher. As you're releasing, you're floating higher into the sky. And then I see us bouncing off of each other and coming back down to the earth. We're just bouncing now. You're all nice and light. All of that negative stuff is gone. And you feel light, and you feel easy in that bubble. And whatever you want to do in this playground is okay. If you want to come play in the dirt with me, that's okay. We'll ground our energy in the dirt. If you want to go on the swings and fly up to the moon. If you'd like to grab your raft, your inner tube, like Angel does, and go whitewater rafting, I got water right there. The playground, it goes right through this playground right here. In reality, it really does. It's been raining a lot, so it's a lot of water coming down, so it'll be fun, I promise. Go ahead. Just let yourself ride that wave. You don't even need an inner tube. You're in a bubble. You just go. Have fun with that. It'll take you all the way down into town. Let's just be here and be easy for a while today. That's all they're giving us is ease. So the angels are coming in, and they're playing, little cherub angels, and they're playing right along with you. They're lifting away any lower vibrational, anything that you don't want. You're just cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up. They continue to work with you. What is that I see? I see a pool of water, but it's like hot springs. There's steps. They've built steps down in. And I see some of you. You need a good clearing of all of your chakras. You're kind of having some heaviness inside of you that doesn't want to let go. So you walk over to those steps and you start stepping down in. Just allow yourself easy. We're being nice and easy today. See yourself walking over there. You're all nice and light. There's an air about you that's different. But you need some cleansing. So go ahead and step down into that water. It's warm, it's clear, it's beautiful. And when you get down in, you can just lay back. Your body floats perfectly. The water is dense and it holds you up, and you can just lay your head back in, relax completely. Just lay there. And as you're laying there, I'm asking if the angels come in. They start clearing away blocks, cords, attachments, all of that may be stopping up your chakras, helping them to get spinning. So set your intention on that. Yes, I want all of my chakras spinning perfectly today, perfectly balanced. Just rest into it. Easy today. It's okay to be easy. It's okay to relax. We talk about love and loving those around us, and we forget that we need to love ourselves first. Please love you first. Take the time to be easy. Take the time to release. Lay down all those things that you think that you've got to do for other people today. Lay it all down. Let it go. Let it wash away from you. This is your time. And as you're laying there in that water, the angels are ministering to you. They're bringing you all this peace, ease. Archangel Raphael is coming in for healing. It's like you're being baptized in light right now. I almost want, I was like, I don't want to give them that because there's people that are against religion. And yet it's like this cleansing of all of that dark, heavy stuff that makes you feel guilty or ashamed or low in any way. It's washing it right away so you can come back out of that water brand new today. It's like the birthing experience all over again. So enjoy that peaceful place right now. And just rest into it. And feel that energy as it moves. Now, as your chakras clear, you'll feel that energy moving up your spine. I feel it moving now. All the way up in the heart, big old heart. Keep on going. Releasing all negative emotions, any cords, any attachments around the throat chakra. Somebody's really blocked up, so we're going to push that energy. Just allow it. Lay back and allow regaining your voice. It's okay. You don't need to be afraid of speaking your truth anymore. It's okay to be you. If there's any illness, asking the angels to come in for healing. Just rest. That's better. That's better. Whoever's all blocked up in the throat's now starting to flow. Letting go of grief. Letting go of sadness. We're all still so very alive. They're saying we're all still so very alive. Please don't mourn us. Please let go of that sadness. We're right here. We're so close. Nice. Good releasing. All the way up into the brow, into your third eye. Lots of energy going there. It's beautiful today. There we go. Nice lift. Nice lift. Somebody just let something go. Good work. All the way up into the crown. I see you all, little ones, floating around there. You're getting a tiara on your head. This beautiful little crown, reminding you of your greatness, reminding you of your royal heritage, reminding you that you're here for a beautiful purpose. And that purpose is found through being the child, not through being the grown-up. You got to let go of all that heaviness of growing up and forgetting to play. Play more. Play more. Be easy. Let your child have fun today. bringing that imagination back to life. We need that imagination. We truly need you to have your imagination wide open. That's how you create. So we're all nice and clear. Let's just swim around, have some fun, splash, get your inner tube out. It's connected, Angel. It's connected. If you want to just go ahead and go on down those rapids and come right back up, there's a beautiful little slide there. It's a rock slide. Have fun for just a few minutes. Be the child. Keep on playing. As all this heaviness on these hearts begins to just lift up off, you have the chance to just breathe nice and easy. Take a big breath. Pull it all in. Nice. Thank you, angels. Go make some mud pies. Let's go make some mud pies together. Climb back out of that water. As you climb out, I want you to take a big breath. See yourself coming up the stairs. As you come out of that water, you take a big breath because this is the first breath. Your first breath. You're brand new today. Breathe it in. Perfect. All of that heaviness is gone. You're all fresh and new. You get a brand new day, brand new life today. Start afresh, recreate, just keep creating, see what happens today. It's all new. So beautiful. There's a little wet spot over there if you want to go play in the, carry some of that water over and make mud pies with me. That's okay. We can get all dirty again. We can go back in there, get washed off anytime we like. Get dirty, have fun, be the child, play with your cars in the mud, whatever you want to do. Build a moat. See some alligators in there, create. It's all about creating today. Use that imagination. I see pigs playing in the mud. Yep, they got wings. Sure enough, they got wings and they're playing in the mud. They're going to fly over us at any moment. Uh-oh, watch out. There they go. Mud falling all over you. You thought you were all nice and clean. They just dropped mud all over you. They're trying to pull you into play. Come on in, get muddy. Just flop into that mud, flop around. Take a mud bath. Just play, throw it at each other, have fun for a few minutes. Just have fun. Mud feels good sometimes, doesn't it? It's all warm and squishy. I'm going to let you play for a second. Please do. Please join us. Make a creation. See Archangel Michael standing behind us. He's got like a fire hose, so it's okay. He's going to take care of this in a minute. It's all right. Just go ahead and play. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Ah, there's the idea. He just created a slip and slide. So as soon as you play in that mud and you've gotten yourself all covered in mud, mud is so good for you anyway. It's earthing. You're getting yourself all grounded perfectly. As soon as you've had fun in that, I want you to look down that little hill. He's even added soap bubbles to it. So you're just going to run and you're going to slide on down. And as you slide down that hill and that slip and slide, it washes you clean, just like going through a big old car wash. And when you get to the bottom, you're all perfect and shiny again. And you may go play back in the mud again if you like. As long as you like, this is your place to play today. You can see yourself in the mud bath. You can see yourself on the slip and slide. Let your inner child enjoy today, please. See whatever you'd like to see here. It's all yours to create with. You can go to the mud and you can build yourself a castle out of the mud if you'd like. Build a moat. Put some mermaids in the moat instead of alligators. Make it a friendly castle. Life is all about creating from your imagination. Life is all about unconditional love, and that love starts with you. So please remember to take the time every day. They're asking you, your angels are begging, please remember you. And all of the things that are going on in the world, remember, you have to love you first. I want you to go over and see if you see a difference. There's water right there. There's a beautiful little pond. I want you to go over and look down at yourself. Who do you see shining back? What happens when you look down at your reflection and you say, I love you? transformation. Love changes everything. That's it, guys. Asking now that the angels would bring you, help each one of you to pull your higher selves, pull your whole self back in to that nice safe space within you. Severing any cords amongst us now that have developed anything that's not healthy, anything that's causing negativity, anything that will keep you from standing in your own truth. You stand strong in your own power right now, completely free of any connections, cords to anyone, just allowing yourself to stand there and be, oh, this is me, this is how I feel. Completely safe, wrapped up in bubbles, safe and perfectly you. Perfectly and perfectly you within that bubble. You are safe and sound and very protected. You're going to go through your day. Nothing that's negative can come into that bubble. Nothing goes out unless you allow it. So love comes in, love goes out, and you're perfectly safe within it. Angels will stay around you today, reminding you of who you really are, taking care of you. They're right there. All you got to do is ask. Anything gets to you today, starts to make you upset, angels, come in and help me. Call in whoever you feel drawn to. Have them come help you. They're right there waiting. They want you to ask them. They know how hard this is, so they're thanking you for the work that you've done every day. Just being here, breathing, they're thanking you. I'm saying thank you to all the angels. Thank you to each one of your higher selves for joining me on the playground today. Thank you to each of yourselves for joining me here. I'm grateful for your presence in my life. Thank you so much. Wobbly 40. What does that mean? So funny. You guys are so welcome. Please enjoy your day today. Take good care of yourselves. Remember to love you first. I will see you soon. See you soon. Today's Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing today. I'll let you know later. Take good care of yourselves. I love you so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye. You're so welcome. Namaste. Namaste.